We're here on Sunday, February 15th, 2015, Weather Channel Weather Report. And here's what we're interested in. See that? From 10:30 to 1 o'clock. Partly cloudy. Not supposed to be sunny until 1 o'clock. And then sunny till 4. And then 4, 5, 6, all sunny. And at night, clear. Just keep that in mind. Alright, Joe Clyde, AscensionPathway.com, Evan Fain YouTube channel. I just walked out my door Sunday morning and looked at that line. It has to be a tanker. And then we got a guy above him gonna cross. We're gonna head out by Mingus Mountain and get a better look. Okay, I'm just heading out to my car and look what I see over here. It might be a red tail or a silver bullet. My God. Constantly spraying. We're all going to be dead soon if this doesn't stop. I read an article by David Keith. I mean, that guy ought to be locked up, put in a prison, fed fluoridated and toxic water, and have this shit blown in the ventilation system. Let him breathe this all day long. See how he likes it. Damn criminal. Well, we're over by Mingus Mountain. A little after 11 o'clock in the morning. Sunday, February 15th, 2015. And yeah, the sky's blue for the most part in that western sky. As I pan, you can look how it gets lighter in that northern sky. See, it gets lighter. No activity, couple of wisps up there, not too bad. Then as I pan into that eastern sky, this is where it starts getting good again. You can see in the corner the shield starting to be built there. See that in the corner? Yep. Let me pan over here. Look at that. They were spraying all last night. Look at the haze in that mountain. Look how thick it's. All that stuff just drops on us. We pan it back so you can see the shield. Get a good look. They sprayed all night. You can see how the shield has been made. All just white all the way across. Look at the chemtrails. Look at the lines. Look at the rails. How thick those rails are as it pans off in like a half semicircle. See that? And they just built that up all last night, all yesterday afternoon. The haze in that southern sky, again, we're going to document that. Look how thick that is. Look how thick that is. I'm standing in as well. But for those who don't know David Keith, well, he's the government spokesperson who's in favor of this. Yeah, he's in favor of this. If the CO2 is all reduced, then all the plants die. I mean, that's just common knowledge. We need CO2 for the plant life to survive so they can give off oxygen so we can survive. That's just common. But here is what I want to tell you is that if you look at David Keith, look him up on Google, and you can tell he had to be picked on a lot when he was a kid. That's why he likes doing this. It's his way of getting back. Do I know that for sure? No. Just, I feel that. But here I want to take you into those wisps so you know, again, these are cloudoid formations, not clouds. The weather report again said it was partly cloudy. This is chemtraily. This is not cloudy. And I am so tired of it. You should be tired. You should be angry as well. Because look back in there. I'm going to take you right back into there. Look at all the different layers of chemtrails. The whole grid is just made up of layer after layer after layer. It's so damn sickening to see this every friggin' day. Well, 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 looks like we may have a red tail. Check him out. He's heading from east to west. In the blue portion of our sky, you can see how the plume is spewing out of that bad boy. Yeah, it's a red tail. Wow. Wherever there's one, there's usually another, a red bad boy or a silver bullet chasing by him. Either going the other way or making another line so the plumes can mix. As he heads into the trees. Sure enough, seconds later, looks like a silver bullet. But like I said, where there's one, there's usually another. And he's going the other way, west to east. Well, here's another one. Looks like a silver bullet following the same path as that red tail. See what I told you? This is only not even a minute. We had two of them. Seems like the red tails spray a certain mix. These silver bullets spray a certain mix. And we're breathing it. So are the plants and all the wildlife. Totally sickening. Look at this red tail just a couple minutes later. And look how low he is for me to get this kind of footage. Look at the unsymmetrical plume coming out of that nozzles. Get a good look, people. So when you see this, you know exactly what it is. Look at that red tail. See the red tail on that back fin? Look at the plume. Look at the nasty plume this guy left. Wait till we get into the unsymmetrical portion of it. Look how long. We're going to come back to that, but I want to get a better look at them as they come through the trees. Look at that red tail. Oh my gosh, look how low he is too. The unsymmetrical plume is a dead giveaway. Just don't spray plume like that. He's lacing another layer over top. Look how long. Let me pan it back. Right back to where he is. Okay, this is a distant shot. Look at the size and length of that plume. Look how it dissipates funny. See how it breaks apart? Let me get it back here, sorry. Look at that. See how it's spotty? See how it's all spotty like that? It's got that dissipating mix inside one of those plumes. That's why it's a dead giveaway of what they're trying to do. Dang red tail. Now it looks like we got a silver bullet. It's got a symmetrical plume, but it is a silver bullet. Heading the same way, actually the opposite way of what the red tail just went. So we had a red tail going east and west, and a red tail going west to east. And now we got a silver bullet going from east to west. To continue to try to make that grid. And here we got a silver bullet right behind him. You can see the fuselage, see the tanks on the side? It's a silver bullet and no plume. Not a passenger jet by any means. That's a silver bullet that sprays plume. He was following that other silver bullet. So whether or not he has an invisible plume and he's just lacing it over top, but in the exact same area where the previous documentation was just filmed. Yeah. Alright. Looking at that southern guy, this guy just snuck by me and I didn't get him. You can see how the chemtrail's all falling apart. See that? And just above him, I did get this guy. As they continue to try to build up that shield. Well, they said by noon it should be sunny. The sun is out. But there you see what they're doing. Continue to document every chance we get. And just moments later, we got this guy. Same area, east to west, right around that semicircle grid work to block the shield of the sun. Oh my gosh. Everyday occurrence. It's just never gonna stop. There's that over there. You can see it starting to fall. Look at that. It's the previous guy. And we got a silver bullet going from south to east. Actually, I'm sorry, south to north. Imagine that. Passenger jet? Possibly. What do you think? And where there's usually a red tail and silver bullets, we usually have a red bad boy. Spewing completely out of the back nozzle, as usual. One mission on their mind. They're noisy too. That's why when they get sneaky, you know they're up to no good. He's a little early on Sunday. Probably to collect a little extra cash from your tax money. These guys are paid big bucks. They're the highest paid pilots next to the Air Force One pilot. This is on record. Check it out for yourself. Prove me wrong. Red bad boy. One more look. And crossing his path is, guess what? A silver bullet. I can't even turn my head away for a few minutes without this shit going on. So you can understand how the people don't have a friggin' clue. How many people actually have time to do what I'm doing? To bring you this footage. And just a couple minutes later, like I said, that looks like another red tail. It just continues and continues and continues. You wonder where they get all those toxins. I mean, the way they've been spraying over the years, who's producing it? My guess is Monsanto's. What's yours? I just missed this guy. Looks like another red tail. It just never stops. Continuing on over and over. I heard a familiar sound, and guess what it is? You got it. It's a red bad boy. I can tell by the sound frequency of their engines. Son of a bitch. East to west and east to west. You might be heading for that South Pacific base to refuel too. We know that base is out there now. If anybody else has any information on those bases, please let me know. If you got pictures, any kind of documentation, something. Let's pan them off. Looks like we got ourselves a silver bullet. Look at this little guy spraying across the sky here. Got a nice plume. God, non-stop assault today. Here's another one. He's got a nasty plume. The onslaught continues on Sunday. Look at that guy. It's hard to tell what he is. This silver bullet. I'm going to back him off. Get him on the return. Here's that southern sky. The grid's still there. I'm not at the Mingus Mountain point, but I'm just outside my home, and that's what's left of that grid. I had to get out of the sunlight so I can get a better look at this guy. God, he's really spraying some nasty plume. Is there really need for this? I mean, we're almost it's after 1 o'clock. Weather report said completely sunny, and they're still spraying. Looks like we got ourselves a blue bottom. See the blue? That's what I call a blue bottom. Look how wide his plume is. Never-ending saga. And just seconds later, look what we have here. Looks like a silver bullet. And then there's a guy, I don't know if you saw it, I lost him. There's a guy just went by with no plume. Incredible. Right on time, it's a little after 2. Right when the red bad boys appear. And sure enough, there he is. God, these guys just never give up. Look at the plume coming out of that back nozzle. Same old story, same old song and dance. It's about 2:15, maybe 20 after 2, and it looks like we got a red tail. Or a silver bullet. Looks like a red tail by the unsymmetrical plume. See, on the 2 sides and 1 on the bottom. My God, just continuing to spray all day long. Yeah, he's a red tail, all right. You can tell by how slow he's going and how low he is as he heads into the trees. Continuing all day onslaught. All right, I'm in that western sky in Mingus Mountain. The sun's ready to go down. You saw what the weather report was. Got a guy up there. 2 guys. We'll get back to him in a bit. You can see the haze. I'm standing in it right now. You can see how close I am. I'm standing in it. You can taste it. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. Anyway, pan back here. We got some leftover tanker bombs there. Those will be black. They're pretty low. Sun's still shining on them. So I pan into that eastern sky. I'm sure that'll all be lit up tonight in those different colors again. Might even just pop out here just to check that out. If I pan into there to the southern sky, you can still see the grid work. And you can see the guy lacing something up in there too. It just never stops. See the haze, how thick it is through there. Wow. Anyway, I'm gonna pan back, see if we get that tanker. Looks like a tanker. Wow. Or it's a red tail with that unsymmetrical plume. We back them off. Usually around this time, we get some funny guys coming out here with these different jet configurations. Let me look at them again. It looks like a red tail. Tell by their sound. They got their own little sound too. Look at them spraying. As if, you know, you already sprayed all day. Say, yeah, the trail ain't that big. It's big. Okay. We'll go back over here. See if I can get him in. Can't see him through my viewfinder. Sun's still pretty hazy. There he is. Lost him. And we got back-to-backs. Look at a plume coming out of that guy. Clearly out of the back nozzle.